As you can tell, there's a little bit of snow on the ground. It was the first accumulating snow for this part of the country, northeastern Ohio. It's starting to melt away, but it was really snowing pretty hard a few nights ago. But it lasted for a few days, and that's the first time this year. Generally, it's around early December we see that, but it's a little bit earlier this year. It's okay, I don't mind the snow. Now, if you're from northeastern Ohio, you might recognize where I'm at right now. It looks more like southern Ohio with some of the terrain. This is a park called Nelson's Ledges. About 10-15 years ago, I used to come back here a few times in the summer. It used to be a little bit easier for me to maneuver these trails. And because I do tours now, I decided to do a tour of Nelson, Ohio, which I haven't uploaded yet. Generally, I do tours a week or two prior to uploading the tour. But I figured I'd at least come back to Nelson's Ledges and, view the terrain, see how I could maneuver on it. Because, I used to walk better than I do now. So I can tell it's going to be difficult maneuvering. I'll get in there a little bit, but it's kind of dangerous, having cerebral palsy, being around cliffs, but especially when it's this wet. So I'll see how far I get in there. Fortunately, after I came up these steps here, I've seen this walking stick, so I'll be able to maneuver my way up here because it's a difficult hike with all those roots. Fortunately, I made it to the top of the heavily rooted part. It was pretty difficult, so I had to grab another stick, which was lying right along the trail. So I had two, so ultimately I could keep my balance. It was difficult maneuvering up there. It's steep, it's icy, and there's a lot of roots, all which make it difficult to walk on. But as you can see, it's this part's pretty easy. As far as walking is concerned, not a lot of roots, a few rocks, but it's a pretty day here, about 35 degrees, and a lot warmer. It feels a lot warmer than it was, so actually 35 isn't too bad. These rock outcroppings are really cool. It's always fascinating when there's a tree like this growing up the side of this rock, and then it's a pretty tall tree. I've seen about 5 of those so far, and some are even bigger than that one. So I don't even know how they grow, but you can see the whole root system and everything. When I'm walking in between two rock formations like those, it's easier for me to keep my balance because I can use one hand on the walking stick and the other on the rock formation. So it's I like walking along those ridges. I was kind of looking for it's called Icebox Cave. I think it's a little bit west of here, but I was unable to locate it. So I'll try to find it another day when I come back. Maybe it'll be a little warmer and less slippery, because as you can tell, it's kind of hard for me to maneuver around this terrain, but I think it is indeed good therapy. And it was absolutely a beautiful day with the snow melting, but I think I am gonna head back to my car because I just don't want to walk around for a mile or two without knowing where to go, with how difficult it is for me to get around.